And joining us more on this developing story from Srinagar is my colleague Vishal Barrister. Vishal, do you have an update for us?
Absolutely. A very good morning to you, Ramesh. Yes, according to the news coming in from the army during the night of 6-7 May, Pakistan Army resorted to arbitrary firing, including artillery shelling from posts across line of control and international border opposite Jammu and Kashmir. 3 innocent civilians have lost their lives in indiscriminate firing, shelling. Indian Army are responding and the operation is still on. Meanwhile, we are also getting to hear that loitering munition was used in this quite precise attack by India, and the coordinates were provided by our intelligence sources, and no military installations have been attacked, but all the terror camps that were operating against India from the soil of Pakistan, either it was Pakistan occupied Kashmir or Pakistan, they have been directly hit. So definitely a big news coming in. I've been talking to people since morning here, and there is a big sigh of relief here in the valley because they all were expecting this action for long. They were all asking for revenge, they were asking for justice, and yes, today, or rather in the midnight, justice was delivered by the Modi government.
Vishal, talking about the selection of targets and the method of execution, we are told, and correct me if I'm wrong, and we would like to hear from you as well, reports suggest that the Rafale aircraft were used in Operation Sindoor for carrying out those missile strikes on terror infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Also, that all Indian pilots have been accounted for. They are safely back home, back to their bases after executing Operation Sindoor. Do you have any inputs on these issues?
Well, Ramesh, nothing official from the Indian Air Force,
Okay.
but sources are telling us within the armed forces that yes, Rafales were also used, and we are also hearing that a Rafale was also hit, and it is safe within the Indian territory. The pilot has ejected safely, but we have to wait for an official confirmation. This is purely on sources based.
Okay.
But yes, the Indian Air Force has struck on the terror camps across the line of control and international border, and it has struck deeply in the Pakistan territory.
Also talking about the targets themselves, Vishal, we've seen that India targeted 9 sites in all in both Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, including but not limited to Muridke and Bahawalpur. Now, these 2 cities are located in the so-called Punjabi heartland of Pakistan, from where the Pakistani army draws its sustenance. So, do you think the fact that these locations were chosen that lie across the international border as opposed to the LOC, does that convey a different sort of message to the Pakistani army in general and Army Chief General Asim Munir in particular?
Well, absolutely a clear message to Pakistan's army, General Asif Munir, because Asif Munir is said to be the man behind this Pahalgam attack, and he is said to be the mastermind of this attack, the real man behind the TRF or Lashkar-e-Taiba, and that is why a clear message to Pakistan and also to General Asim Munir, I beg your pardon, that India will not take it lightly. And yesterday, when this NOTAM was announced for 2 days, the Air Force repeated that it is going to be a routine exercise, but we could read between the lines that the mock drill has been announced all across the country, and then India announcing a NOTAM, particularly in the Rajasthan area. So an airstrike was quite imminent, and all those experts who are having interest in military could read between the lines, but it will happen so early and in the middle of the night. Even Pakistan did not expect, though it has been continuing with its ceasefire violation at different places on the line of control and also on the international border. But Pakistan could never have imagined this kind of action, though it was bracing up for India's attack anytime. But attack of that precision, with clinical precision, Pakistan, it was beyond Pakistan's imagination.
Vishal, thank you. Vishal Barrister reporting there from Srinagar.